video, I'll show you how to extract data from different sample data sources available within the internet. Now, use case basically, if you are working something in Power BI desktop and if you're doing some trial and experiment on some features or functionality, quite possible you may need some sample data. Now, sample data is like if you create sample data manually every time, it will consume a lot of time. So, what if I want some ready made data set to operate on? So, as you see over here, I'm in the Power BI desktop interface, November 2024 version. If I click on close, if I want to work on, say, some project and if I want to experiment on some data, the first option what I get is like I can use enter data. Now, if I click on enter data, then I can create my own table. So take for example, if I create a table for name, age, salary, and then I start adding records. Now, this is a time consuming process. Now, in order to get rid of this issue, what I can do is like I can use something within the Power BI desktop called as use sample data. So if I click on use sample data, and it gives you an interface to load the sample data. So if I click on load sample data, so it will establish a connection within a table, and that table is named as financial. So if I click on financial, I can see segment, country, product, discount, band, and there are a whole bunch of columns. So I just click on load, and this sample data set will allow you to operate on sample records. Okay, so if you want to play around with visuals, it has got 700 records. So as you see over here in the table view, I have this financials, I have a categorization, I have a product name, I have a numeric column, I have a date column, I have a numeric column, I have a date column in different formats. So I can easily generate a report. So if I just click on, say, country or discounts or gross sales, so it will start generating this report, nice looking visuals. I can even put in cost of goods sales, and then it will start displaying those visual in a flash of second. Okay, so this is a nice way through which you can start your Power BI journey of exploring various data set which is ready made available. Now, what if you want to have multiple tables and relationship with multiple tables? So how do you get those data sources? Now, yes, there are multiple website which provides that. So I'm going to go through each and every website. So let me go into the first website as you see over here. Now, this is learn.microsoft.com. So here you can get various samples for Power BI. So there are various files like sales and written samples, Power BI report PBIX file, artificial intelligence sample Power BI report, sample template app. So what you can do is like you can go into any of the records, so sales and written sample PBIX file, and then it will take you to the GitHub repository for Power BI desktop samples, and you can download. Okay, you can download that PBIX file, and then you can start from there itself. Okay, so as you see over here in the GitHub link, there is a Power BI service samples, and you can easily download those PBIX files. So there are a couple of XLSX file as well, so you can download the Excel spreadsheet. Microsoft also provide you something of a sample database related to Adventure Works, Contoso Data Warehouse, Northwind Puffs, Wide World Importers. So if I go into Adventure Works, here you will see a database script. So if you are more like a SQL person, you can go into that database script, and then you can install that script. Now, as you see over here, there are a lot of CSV files, so you can individually go and then uh, download the CSV file and then make use of this CSV file within your Power BI desktop. Okay. Now, if you go back to this site, here you will find all the samples, and here you will find 8 original samples. You can this all content is provided by Obvious, so make sure that when you are using their content, just give them a shout out or a reference within your the content. Okay, so that's about learn.microsoft.com. Now there is a site called as datahub.io. So if you want to have some more data, some real world data, but then it's all filtered out with all those backend information, you can go into datahub.io, you can click on discover dataset, and then you can generate you can use data like air pollution data or climate data or coronavirus data, or there's a whole bunch of category listed over here. So if I go into, say, if I want to see something called a stock market data, I'll just click on stock market data, and then it will take you to further categorization like S&P 500 companies. And then if you go into, say, S&P 500 companies, then here you will see a CSV file. Okay, and then it will provide you the license as well, what it is. And then from here you can see what does that data set constitutes of. So as you see over here, this is a file, constituents file. If I click on download, so it will download that constituents file.csv, and if I open that file, it will open that CSV file. So as you see over here, this record set has symbol, it has security, it has when it was founded. So if you want to play around with stock market data, then this is the way through which you can download. Now, it is not limited to stock market, as I shared to you, that it has whole bunch of other medical data or war and peace data or property prices data. So if you can go through this website and then extract those data sources. Make sure that you reference this website and give them a shout out. Then we have something called as from Australian government. We have Australian Bureau of Statistics. So this is a explorer, so through which you can search for if you want to have some data related to, say, health. Okay, so if I just type in health, then it will start searching for health related data, and then it will start presenting those data. So I have the census 2021 type of long term health condition by selected person characteristics based on postal code. Okay, and there's a whole bunch of data you can download. So if I just pick up, say, one of this data, you can get this data in a CSV file. Okay, so I'll just get that data in a CSV file, and once you download that data, you should be able to use that data within your Power BI desktop. So this is like again a huge list of category: employment size, type of building, geography level, beverage type, a local government authority, and whole bunch of things. So you can get data from census 2011, 2016, etc., and then you can utilize those particular data set within your Power BI reports. Then there is another site called a statista.com. So mainly from a United States perspective, if you want to see countries with the largest population 2024, countries with the highest military spending 2023. So let's pick up this one, and then you can see the chart, and then from here you can actually extract the data. So if you go to XLS, so it will start downloading this XLS file. So in this you need to log in to get that data downloaded. So once you log in, then you will be able to get all the data. Now you can also get PDF, you can get a PNG or a PPT for that particular statistic. So that's a nice option set available. Then we have a site called as mockaroo.com. So mockaroo.com basically will create a fake data. Now, if you want to, say, take for example, if something comes to my mind, like, say, if I want to see electric vehicle cars in the world, okay, so I can generate my own schema. So here I can just remove all this field, and I can use AI prompt. So take for example, if I select here and I say describe your topic, I want a data about electric car sales in Australia, and how many fields I want. I'll just say I want fields 10. I'll just say click on replace existing fields, and then I will get those schema structure ready. So it has got customer ID, customer name, age, email. So this is a schema structure ready. And if I click on generate data, it will generate 1,000 rows, format CSV, and then it has generated this data. So if I open this file, I should be able to have the records. This is like a fake data, and then it will give you, like, say, electric car model, email address, age, and customer name, and charging time, minutes, charging station, etc. And then you can use this data within your application. Now, the data which I downloaded using Australian Bureau of Statistics, it has just popped up. So here, like, as you see over here, sometimes it will not give you a record correctly. Okay, so you need to pick and choose the record correctly and then do some selection of those option set which are available as a part of the interface. So sometimes you may encounter a scenario whereby you're downloading a data but nothing appears in the screen. Okay, so make sure that you go into the site and then select the proper records. Now going back to the next uh, set is data.london.gov.au, so that's the London data store. Now once you navigate to that site, here you can download sectors or download CSV files with regards to employee jobs or recent births or forced data set or related to environment or demographics or planning or transparency, as you see over here. So if I want to download something related to employment and skills, I can select the category and then I can select employment rates or employee jobs by sector. So as you see over here, employee jobs by sector, I can download the data. I can even preview the data, because if I do not want to download the data, I just want to see what does the data contain. So I can see the preview over here, and then it will give me the preview of these are the metadatas, and the actual data is here, like description, the year, and what are the employment jobs by sector, employee jobs by sector. Moving on to the next data set, I have something called as dataset research, dataset search.research.google.com. So I can type in anything over here. So I want to check for air pollution. uh, if I just type air pollution, it will give me a whole bunch of things: National Air Pollution Surveillance Program, annual air pollution levels in Beijing. Uh, if I select air pollution in world cities 2000, and then it will give me a link to the record set. You can view the what kind of data it will spit out, and then you can explore at various websites. So now it will take you to microdata.worldbank.org, and from here you can start exploring what kind of information you want. So you can get those micro data downloaded within your system, and then once that data is downloaded, you should be able to work on that. Then we have my mavenanalytics.io. So in that data playground, you can see MTA daily ridership, Halloween candy ranking, manufacturing. So these are like more US focused data sets. So you can also play around with this data. So if I go to the third page, I can see world economic indicators, CrossFit games, Great American Coffee Taste. So financial consumer complaints. So I can download the Excel. So if I want to download financial consumer complaints, so it will download a zip file, and once you have that zip file opened, it will have two records: consumer complaints data dictionary and consumer complaints. And if I open, say, one of the Excel document, so it will list down all the consumer complaints. So it's still loading, so let it load. And here you will see all the complaints. So it's a huge data set, as you see over here. It has 62,000 rows, okay, more than 62,000 rows. And the column, we see complaints, complaint ID, submitted, subproduct, issue. So if you want to play around with customer service related data, you can use this as well. And as I showed to you before, github.com, so it has whole bunch of Excel as PBIX file, SQL Server. If you're a more SQL Server focused guy, then you can make use of other database, sample database provided by Microsoft for worldwide importers, Northwind Pubs, Contoso Data Warehouse, AdventureWorks, etc. So that's it, folks. These are some of the data sources. There are many other data sources which are available free of cost. You can just reference in your Power BI desktop and then make use of those kind of analysis for multiple complex scenarios like one to many, many to one, many to many relationship, and then get your visual sorted out. Thanks for watching.